hit the ground. Core force updates rolling out. Speed is up, the power's tight. Crank it up, it's time to fight. New tools, new rules, we're breaking through. That's a stronger build for you. Automation, domination. Take control, no hesitation. Core force, set it loose. No more limits, no excuse. A big upgrade's time to fly. Take your star to the sky. No remorse, set it loose. No more limits, no excuse. The big upgrade's time to fly. Take your star to the sky. Orders fly, no slow down here. Crush the game, make it clear. Sassy old boost, integration's tight. Core force is pushing into overdrive. Hear me, watch it now, see what's next. No second best, we break the test. E-commerce
Oh, this song is pretty good.
turn it up again. No more limits, no excuse. The big upgrade's time to fly. Take your star to the sky. No remorse, set it loose. No more limits, no excuse.
How are you?
I'm fantastic, Joel.
You like my new
I'm
background?
mixed. I love the background.
It's one of those
Did you
fake
move?
ones.
It's one of the, it looks
It's fake.
looks kind of fake. Is it?
Well,
Is
it's
it really
one of
fake?
those. No, it's one of those. What do they call it? Virtual reality.
Oh, okay.
So it looks really realistic. You can actually even touch stuff within the
What?
world. You can literally pull stuff off the. Yeah.
That just totally broke the fourth wall and every wall. It's like, wait, what?
So that's.
I
how
think you
that
put it on
works.
backwards. Now it's the only one pointing left. Good job.
Well, you gotta have one always pointing left. There's always that one, right?
Absolutely.
Yo, guys, so this may be a little bit short one today. I'm in Clearwater, Florida with Accurate Gun Auctions, doing a little visit. We're doing some content. We're doing actually a little interview. If you want to learn more about why you should be using Accurate Gun Auctions, be on the lookout for that. That will probably be in the next couple of days if everything goes right and I don't mess the recording up again. We've already done the interview once, but I take complete blame. We have to do it again because I'm a perfectionist and I want this to be perfect because I don't want to waste your guys' time out there. So, but with me today, I have Jeremy from Accurate Guns, and he's got a few words to say, and he's going to announce the winners from the drawing from the NSSF Range Retailer Business Expo, where he put up 2 guns to give away. So he's going to announce those winners, and you got some words to tell the people out there. So this is Jeremy, everybody, and remember
guys,
what
how
I
you
told
doing?
you right there.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, yeah. I see that.
So if we disappear, Colt, I'm seeing some signs that we could, and I don't know why. So just hang in there with us.
Oh, hello, CoreWare users. Thanks for joining us today. And thanks for everybody who stopped by the CoreWare booth last week in West Palm Beach. We did give away a couple of guns. We're giving away 2 Saracam guns. One is the S19 pistol that Joel was handling a minute ago. And then also the MF12, which is down here in the corner. You can't see that. Actually, I was popping up. We're giving away one of these also. MF12, it is a shotgun 12 gauge. It comes with two magazines. So we're going to be giving that away. We did have Anna pick the winners for us last week. And those winners are, if I can work Joel's phone here, Arthur Gibbs with Trinity Valley Guns. So we'll give him an email and get his F file and send that gun out to him. And the other winner is, where is it? Come on. And the other one is Luke Wilkinson, and he works with Inverse Trading Solutions. So congratulations, guys. And also thank to all the CoreWare dealers out there that has sent us guns the last couple of weeks. We do have an auction running live right now, and all those guns are in that auction. To hit that auction up, you can go to live.airguns.com live.agahybrid.com. That's live.agahybrid.com, and you can track your guns on there. One of my associates should have sent you an email with a list of all your lot numbers so you can track and watch your how well your guns are doing. If you have any questions about how they're doing or any concerns about them, feel free to give us a call here at the office or send us an email. We are going to have a quick turnaround this next round. We have tons of guns coming in this week from all different sources, including CoreWare users. So if you want guns in our next auction, it will most likely go live the first full week of August. So we like them next week, if possible, to get them in that next auction. It's a good chance we might have 2 auctions in August. So let's get those guns in and keep it rolling. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to give us a call. You have anything for us, Colt?
Awesome. As far as coreFORCE updates and everything, I don't have a ton. There's just going to be some bug fixes and stuff. There is some exciting stuff coming very soon, sooner than even I was expecting. I'm not at liberty to discuss the full details as of right now, but I know it's something that we've been working on, the team's been working on, and hopefully, if all goes well, it'll make everybody's lives a whole lot easier. It revolves from anything from start to finish of the website browsing. So it's kind of hoping by the next time we'll have something to actually preview a little bit more details on that. So I'm just going to give a teaser for now, and then I think by our next coreFORCE live stream we should have something to actually display. So outside of that, I don't have a lot of different updates today. I know there was an issue that was actually related on the core store side that an hot fix went in. I think it was yesterday morning or last night before last, regarding with inventory. If you were doing a shipment to your local store through coreFORCE and completing the order, it was causing an issue with duplicated orders happening in core store. That issue has been resolved, and we are also working through and getting the list, trying to find out everybody that was affected with that, because not everybody would have been affected. So outside of that, coreFORCE changes, any like there's some bug fixes coming. I don't think there's any like new features or anything in this next update. It'll mainly be some good bug fixes, some long-term stuff. And then that's really the gist of it. I know there were some taxing issues, some issues with the reports. Scrolling through here. Yeah, I think that's about it as far as right now. Yeah, not a lot today. Joel, it feels empty in here. Is there something missing? I feel like we're missing something here.
Yeah, we're missing. There's 3 things required to allow something to stand on its own, and it's 3 legs, and there's only 2 legs here today. When we're talking about Okie. Okie's missing today, and Jeremy, I just hurt Jeremy's feelings. Jeremy's like, I'm here. So Okie is missing. Okie is literally in another country right now. He sent me a picture. I said
he didn't get kidnapped.
He did not get kidnapped. No,
we know where he is.
I'll be honest with you. If anybody ever did kidnap him, it would turn around where he would be the kidnapper. He's a freaking rock star. No, he's literally he sent me pictures of where he is, and that's just really cool. If you ever get a chance to travel, you really should. I'm not a traveler anymore. I have traveled the entire world, and I'm good at home now. But if you ever want to get out there and see the world, you absolutely should. Have lots of stories to tell. Now, I'm seeing some comments come up, Colt, so maybe you can respond to some of those.
Yeah. can you publish a link to the feature request in the help pages? That should be just feedback.
Thank you for joining us,
Hold on a
Jennifer,
second.
in the engagement there, and also everybody here. Give everybody a shout out. Brian Belcher, obviously, we always are glad that you're here. Walter, love you, brother. See you in a few months. Maybe myself and Ezra will be there. Jeremy.
All right, I just posted the link for the feature request. Spencer said, any word on fix for duplicate sales being generated when creating a gunbroker order from CoreFire? It's coreFORCE, but yes, that's what I was just talking about. So there was an issue there, and it should be resolved now. Let's see. I'm still learning about how to integrate our inventory in the shop to gunbroker through coreFORCE. Is there a way to just scan the item and have the details flow into coreFORCE? I'm not really sure I understand that question, Colleen. You can scan the items into CoreStore and have your inventory updated on coreFORCE. coreFORCE products get linked into from your distributor feeds and everything. As far as adding them to Gunbroker, if you have a scanner and you scan a UPC code, you go into the product listings and you could do it that way. It should scan into that field if you have a barcode scanner hooked up to it. But as far as like being able to like scan and submit, no, there's nothing like that currently to submit to Gunbroker, because I think there's a bulk way. I can't remember exactly how, but all right. So currently, when exporting a full product, this is from Kurt. Currently, when exporting a full product catalog CSV list from Coreware, it has columns for base price, list price, minimum price, discounted price, but it does not have columns for distributor price or dealer price. Please add this so we can batch update prices in CSV and re-upload the CSV to Coreware for pricing to go live. Yeah, that's not really sure the use case there, because the base cost gets calculated off the distributor price. That would be a feature request. Yeah, so we can batch update prices in CSV and re-upload. Now you can, if you want to import a CSV with a specific pricing, you can do that when doing the import. But no, there's nothing the exporting. Which if you're trying to change things, then yeah, it would be on an import anyways. So you would need to just there's a specific, you can use the user type in that scenario and import it in via the CSV that way. I forget it's user type code or something, or and then the price for that user type. There should be fields in the CSV and product import for that as well. Lots of questions. Colleen, or just have it auto-populate the details through CoreStore. Still not sure I'm following exactly, Colleen. That's maybe reach out to support on that to get some clarification. Because the details get populated from the distributor feeds or from CoreStore, however you're getting them synced up anyways. And they should, for Gunbroker, you basically just look up the UPC and it should autofill the product's information unless it doesn't have that detailed information that you're looking for.
Welcome, John.
Yeah, welcome, John.
And thank
yes,
you,
Walter. I finally got to meet Walter at the Sports South show. I was so excited about that.
Yeah, Walter's a big deal in Coreware.
Oh yeah,
it's like literally one of my main stops every year. So,
Kurt again. Another issue in coreFORCE product sort order doesn't seem to work all the time. Updating sort order number will sometimes place a product randomly. Not sure where the sort order number should be. Definitely need to go to support on that so we can get that checked out. Because there's a number of different places where you'd be doing a sort order. So I'm not sure exactly where. So yeah, just get the details over into support so they can get that figured out. Jennifer said I've submitted a feature request a month ago and it's still awaiting review. Does it normally take that long? So with feature requests, I need to find out because I think I know what you're talking about, that it isn't showing up for people to bump it up. I need to find out what's going on with that. Because that's not the first person I've heard that said that they had submitted one and it was waiting for a review for it to be actually displayed for everybody. So I'll check into that and see what's going on there. And Justin said, Colleen, the gun broker said of coreFORCE, it was import the details from core story coreFORCE. Yeah. Been talking to support now since last Friday about the sort order issues. They don't know what's going on. Which is why I brought the issue here. Yeah, we try and answer questions, Kurt, but we can't exactly go in and start debugging and everything during the live stream. Sorry about that. I wish I had a simple answer for you, but I'll get someone to follow up on that and see what's going on with that. Patrick says, I keep getting errors where I cannot delete categories in CoreStore because they're synced in coreFORCE, but categories don't exist in coreFORCE anymore. Yeah, that's something that we'd have to go through support and have them test out and everything. Because that doesn't sound like it should be doing that to me.
You shared a link, right, for support?
Yeah, it's up towards the top. I don't think I pinned it though. It's been a few weeks. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll get somebody on that. I'll find out what's going on with support then. Jennifer, I need to merge calibers. There are way too many duplicates and not a good way to merge them. So merging calibers is a advanced feature. I believe it's only advanced feature. Let me see. So just an update on that. We are doing an overhaul across the board on the catalog. I believe they're starting with categories and working their way through. And facets and everything is also one of the things that we're going to be focusing on to clean everything up, just because we get so much bad data from certain distributors and everything. And there's no standard that the distributors are doing. So we've actually been working with AmmoSeek directly to basically go off of their standards for what a caliber is. So like that way there's no longer, 9mm space Luger, 9mm space, this and that, and there's 15 different ways to put 9mm on there. So that's coming. But let me see. I'm going to present my screen real quick. This is just a tidbit. This is only for advanced currently. Again, this is something we're going to be taking care of very soon. But this is merge facets and merge facet options. It's just shift, merge facets going here. So if you're trying to do like So merge facets would be what the actual label is of the facet itself. So caliber or caliber/gauge or gauge or caliber or gauge, that kind of thing. Merge facet options is going to be probably what you're more looking for, which is going to be your 9 millimeter. Let's see. All right, this is the so you go through here and choose the facet. So like say if I'm going to do caliber, select caliber, and then this is where you would be putting the value. So this is the option will be removed and merged into the real one. So this is the one that you're going to get removed and you're going to merge it into the new one. So say if I want to do 9 millimeter, oh, it's actually kind of that was not one I was expecting to actually have spaced out. But anyways, 23. There we go. So like say if I did this 223 and I wanted to merge it into .223, like that or something like that. This will handle this for all time. So basically if one of the distributors is constantly feeding in this value as their caliber, it'll automatically correct it when it gets imported. So any new items that get imported with that facet, it'll automatically correct them to map them to this one. And so you just check the box and merge facets, and that'll apply it to all the products that had that one. So for I struggle to keep track of help requests because each terminal keeps its own local history. How do I look at my history of help desk help request and support? Man, today is the day that we needed Oki on this call.
You're not lying, dude.
Yeah, of all days. So yeah, Jennifer, I understand what you're saying. It's something that we've discussed internally about the chats. They do have a way. Support does have a way to merge something into a ticket. I don't know what that looks like personally on the dealer side of how to keep track of everything like that. If Oki were here, he'd be able to kind of explain better of what that looks like. But yeah, I believe there is a way to actually get in and see what your hit or what your open tickets are and everything. I'll ping Oki on that. Patrick, yes, there are still a couple of other things that we are looking over through to see about moving into basic and standard, and if it makes the most sense. I don't have a final answer on that as of right now. I know this, and there's some other reports that we were looking at opening up and everything like that. So, Greg, is there a way to change shipping rates based on a vendor for drop ship, or once you set a shipping rate, that's it? Um, Let me see. I don't think you're locked into that. Uh, I'm assuming you're talking about shipping charges. You should be able to edit them at any time. Well, once you set a shipping rate, that's it. Yeah, you should be able to go into your. I'm assuming you're talking about the uh, shipping charges. Um, like if you set up a shipping charge based on the vendors, the dealers, the distributors, um, you can go in there and change those at any point in time. So. All right. And then Dave says, will that catalog update overwrite any updates we have made on an individual basis? Which catalog update? Dave, which catalog update were you talking about? Sorry, I know I was flying through a bunch of different stuff. Uh, I'll let Dave respond on that. Uh, alright. There is a way to prevent. You just mentioned catalog update. You guys. Okay, yeah. No, so it won't affect anyone that has made changes on their own. Um, so if you made any changes and stuff like that, these won't get applied to you. Um, because basically, if you've already been working products, then it's gonna skip over you, so it's not gonna force those changes in there. So you should be good there. Yeah, perfect. Good question. Um, Kurt has an issue in Core Store. Products, images, and PNG format with transparent background are sometimes duplicated as JPEG with black background. Images are under 500K pings. Yeah, Kurt, I would recommend switching to getting a .webp um, image instead. Those are better suitable. PNGs with you can still have a transparent background with a .webp WEBP file. And they're the new standard for displaying images on a website. They also come as a smaller file size while we're retaining, transparency and a higher resolution image like a PNG. Um, so I would recommend trying those out on that. This will actually just help a couple of customers with that specifically, and it should be working fine. Patrick, that merge facet task be a custom work order that I could pay to have done. I don't want to say yes and charge you for something that we may already be looking at moving in, um, because I wouldn't want you to do that and then suddenly, oh yeah, well, it's in for everybody. So, um, but I'll try and have an answer for that for by the next call or the next live stream, not call. Uh, Jennifer, I guess I could be showing some of these too. You have time frame for guns.com integration. Again, another great question would have been for Oki. I'm gonna hammer him whenever I get off this live stream. Um, you have time frame guns.com integration. Um, so as far as I've been made aware, I believe some people are using it. I don't know if it's having any issues as of right now. I haven't heard anything in the past week about it. Because I had asked Oki about it, I think early last week, and I think there were still a couple of things they were trying to iron out. But I believe it was technically live. That would be through Core Store for the under the channels section. Should see a guns.com option there. Um, but I can't remember if there's anything that they're still waiting on that for that. I think there was something guns.com was asking for something more specific, so I think we were having to expand on it or something like that. Kenneth asks, coreFORCE contact details tab. What's the difference between photos versus files versus identifiers? What can or can't the customer see? Um, so make sure I'm on the right page here and display this up. So I think what Kenneth is referring to is going to be on the admin side. Let me just pull that up real quick and make sure. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, I'll log into a different site real quick. Details tab. Yeah, okay. Let's share this up here. All right, so Kenneth, you're talking about the photo, the files, and identifiers. So the photo is really the only thing that the customer has access to. That's basically, think of it as their profile photo. So if you have a My Account page set up, and allow for them to upload images, that's where that would be put in there. So that is accessible potentially by the customer. Files and identifiers are not. Those are just strictly for back-end use. These usually relate to, like, as you can see right here, as good examples. Never click on a good example in the first try. That's kind of amazing. This like for range waiver. So this is be the file for their range waiver that you can download and access. Then the identifiers are something that's used in very, very specific type cases. um you can kind of get an idea here. So like there's a driver's license you can choose for, and upload their driver's license. So files would be like any waivers, any documents that you need them to sign or something like that and upload. um but identifiers can be, if you have a membership number or something like that that you or is unique to your system or something that you want to have associated with your customers. You can put that in here, or you can have their driver's license and put their driver's license number in there along with an image of their driver's license. So just another thing. The identifiers is only available on advanced feature. um I believe the files, yeah, files is available on basic and standard. So is photo. uh yeah. All right. Yep, and a lot of images from the core catalog are imported as PNGs. That's not by our design or tried. That's why I just always recommend anybody that's uploading their own try .webp. We don't control what the images are that get put into the core catalog. That's by all the different distributors, and none of them use the same stuff. A lot of them are still using PNGs, so we don't really have any control over that. Um, It's there. Oh, she's talking about the gun deals. It's there, and I can pay for it, but it doesn't work yet. Okay, yeah. So I'll find out where they're at on the guns.com integration. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, yeah. I knew they were at one point. I thought it was live for everyone. I thought it was ready, but I think guns.com came back with some other stuff that they said that this isn't right, or we have to update something. So yeah, it should be really close. Is there a way to have a background process script like Image Magic to convert those to WebP? Um, yes and no. It's something that I've kicked around the idea of is just forcing .webp. Conversion with images can get kind of funky, which is why you can turn around and have what somebody else mentioned with the black background, because converting the images can sometimes come up with you know crazy results. um but yeah, it's definitely something I've been thinking about trying to get to just standardize the images that get put into the system. um but yeah. uh
Hey, so real quick, you guys don't have to be shy. I'm getting text asking for the link for the
oh, is it not?
AGA.
Oh, AGA.
You can ask in the
Uh,
comments, but I'll share it right here. Are you guys ashamed to ask
oh, okay.
publicly?
I typed it in wrong earlier because he said
That's
live.aga
also why I wanted
hybrid.
to share, because hybrid, it could be HIGH, but it's spelled this.
Well,
So
I thought he said hybrid, so I was typing in hybrid.
hybrid.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Um Is there a way to place customers into a category such as veteran or law enforcement and then apply automatic discounts and markups on those categories? Um, so on basic and standard, not really. Uh, on advanced, you have access to user types, and that's where you can do that. Um, for basic and standard, if you wanted to create a category and do a pricing markup for that specific category, you technically could. Um, uh, but there's no way to actually apply it just to that specific group of people that when they're logged in, because that's an advanced feature. It would be nice to see that label or category show up under the customer's name when the account is pulled up. Yeah, I think on the core store side, on point of sale side, I think there is a way to set up different essentially tags on customers. Again, it'd be a good question for Oki if he'd be here. I'm gonna just keep doing that over and over again, so hopefully he watches this. Um, but yeah, I'm almost positive there's a way to definitely add different tags so that you can see a customer when they walk in and see that they're LE military that you've already approved that they were. Um, Oof, putting me to work today. I was technically supposed to be on vacation today, but I told Joel I wasn't going to leave him hanging. Um, yeah, anything else? I think we got through all of them. I don't think I missed any. Just scrolling back through just make sure I didn't miss anything. Is there a way to create a pricing structure that is equal to MSRP so it would be easier to use promos like 20% off? I know I can do override price a percent markup, but being able to set items as MSRP would be great. Um, so not, I'm trying to think of a different way you might could apply that. Um, Maybe easier to use promos like 20% off. Yeah, there's not currently any way to say just use list price as the price. Um, and then if you wanted to do something, I'm not sure the promo price, you could do an override sale price option, um, which is right here. But then you would have to go in and add them because we don't. So we don't always. That's another thing is we don't always have or get MSRP. That's driven by the distributors. It's not something that we fill ourselves or anything like that. So you can see like this for this random item, we don't have MSRP. There's not going to be an MSRP on everything. But if you wanted to do something like that, yeah, I can't think of a good way to just go based off of that. Sorry. Wish I had a better answer for you there. I did skip one apparently. Kenneth again. Admin, coreFORCE invoice type maintenance. Any updates allowing us to set up auto emails, number of days? So yes. That is not live yet. But that is being worked on, I know for sure. So essentially, the way that'll work, Kenneth, is e- exactly what you're talking about. It's number of days before the due date is what it'll be. There'll still be the option. It'll be a new option under invoice maintenance. I don't think it shouldn't be live yet. Um, um, Double check something real quick, and I'll get confirmation there. Yeah, so right now, for this is an advanced feature. So what Kenneth is talking about is setting up an invoice type to send reminder emails. Like right now, it's to send an email X days after the last payment made. Um, please don't ask me why it was done that way. I wish I knew. But we're making an adjustment so as to not throw people off, because I know some people do use this. So this will stay, but you'll have a new option on here that will be choose to send it before days due or on the day of the due date. So it'll be instead of send email X days after last payment, it'll be send email X days before due date. So if you put a 0, it'll just send out on the due date. Um, yeah, it's not in production right now. It's in progress. Um, and I think it may actually be in the next update, which would be next week. I didn't see that one when I was looking through the changes yet. So I don't know if it's went through uh testing and everything just yet. Uh but yeah, I know that will solve a lot of headaches for people. Um yeah, I need to follow up on that one because that one was one I was actually tracking, and I don't see that I know for a fact it's being worked on, uh, but I don't know where at in the stage, whether it's through QA. I don't know if it's going through QA, testing or, whatnot, but I'll find out. Uh, uh, oh, there is something, I don't know if we went over it last time, uh related to multiple locations, is you now have a way. Um, yeah, Kenneth, I'll find out where they're at. I know that I'm almost positive that'll be in the next update. Because I know they were showing me examples and screenshots of what it's going to look like and everything. Um, so real quick, that reminded me of something else. Um, Something else that's kind of important because I know a few people have been asking for this, and deals with multiple locations and being able to show inventory on a per location basis. Um, let's see. Oh, no, I can't show that just yet. Um, but yeah, essentially on the product details, when you're looking at product, if you have multiple locations, say like if you have a store retail location and a warehouse location, not distributor locations, and you have, one in store, but you've got 10 in the warehouse, maybe the warehouse is in an actual different physical location, and you wanted to display like, hey, yeah, we have these in stock, but we've only got one in the store physically. So like if you wanted to order it, it would be just so that you can display to the customers like, hey, there's only one left in the full physical store, or there's 10 in the warehouse. We don't have any in the actual store right now, so don't try coming the same day to pick it up. Um, so it'll give you a breakdown, give the customer a breakdown of how to display that. Um, so out of stock at the retail store and in stock at the warehouse, or just in stock. Um, so breakdown by location. And that is actually live now. Um, Going back to Patrick, it's just a setting that each product price individually is tedious, and there isn't a way to display products that have an override or shipping price set, so those override prices can get lost. Um, yeah, yeah, the way I'd look at it is, I mean, if you know what your markups are, um, your promos, not sure how you would go about doing that. Display products to have an override or shipping price set. You might be able to do it in bulk with the product CSV import, but still not a great solution there. So I might have to check back in on that one, Greg, Patrick. Kenneth, we will be able to send different types of emails for each, right? You can choose whichever email you want for the invoice invoice type. So as far as like choosing like send this email X days and then again send this different email on X days, no, it's not going to do that. It's basically, you know, just a reminder email X days before their due date. So yeah, it's just the one email. And it's just the one X days. So it's not multiple different emails. As for suspending sales, the receipt when suspending sales, the receipt displayed after suspending is blank with the date of POS ID. Yeah, Joel, we'll have to get some of these comments and see why support isn't getting these resolved.
Did you mention me? I'm so sorry.
Did if we can get a way to export the comments and stuff to get some of these things looked at, because I don't understand why support's not helping these guys out with this.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely when this is over with, I think I can go back and I'll see if I don't think it's an easy way to do it, but I can absolutely go back and just one at a time export these, and then I'll put together a document to send it into. I'll send it to you, and then you can send it to whoever you need to send it to.
Yeah, I mean, worst case, we can just go back through the video and make sure we grab all the ones that
Okay.
popped up.
Yeah, we're absolutely no one here is trying to ignore anybody, but again, when you have when it just is what it is. I mean, I deal with this with other companies where you're like, hey, where are we at on this? And you know, you get focused on another issue.
Yeah, I
But
go
I'll
down multiple rabbit holes every
yeah,
single day, unfortunately.
right. And
Um,
that's the nature of software, folks. That's literally the nature of ones and zeros. And I used to think this stuff was so simple. And I would tell people, they would ask if we could do a certain thing. This is now 3 or 4 years ago. You know, be like, heck yeah, we can do it. It's just ones and zeros. Dude, it's not just ones and zeros, man. All those ones and zeros need to be able to communicate. And sometimes they don't. So Patrick, absolutely.
yeah, I would definitely appreciate the kind words,
Absolutely.
Patrick. Yeah, I definitely want to get y'all helped out and see what's going on with all this. So
You're welcome, Walter.
I would love. Oh, I'm gonna give Oki hell about this. It's like, man, we got hammered on the live stream.
We
Hey,
appreciate you calling.
Colleen, when you update procedures, do you remove old procedural instructions in videos? So I'd love to say yes, but I imagine there are still some outdated videos. We've been working on building up a team that's focused. Their sole focus is updating these types of videos. As you can imagine, with both Core Store and coreFORCE, that's a huge undertaking. Especially, you know, I know some of them, some of the videos we have out there right now are 2, 3 years old, if not older. So we're actively trying to keep up with that. Um, eventually we're hoping to get to a point to where like we will have those videos with every update, and we'll be able to show videos. I'll be able to, easily do a demo of, do it during the live stream and everything as stuff comes up. That's something we're working with the dev team on, is like when they do have this, either new feature or bug fix, to have actually, more detailed instructions on, hey, this is what it was doing and this is what it's now, fixed, or this is this new feature, like the, invoice type maintenance, and having instruction on how to set that up and everything. So definitely a lot of moving parts. It's definitely getting better, hopefully on our side, as far as like getting that information to you. I feel like this live stream has helped as well, to be able to at least have the communication, the open communication there too. Walter, thanks for all your help with the site changeover. Really appreciate it. Absolutely. Definitely appreciate you, Walter. That was just definitely one of my goals, trying to make sure we got all that taken care of. So I'm the type to where like I get fixated on something, and if something's not working right, like I just want to go help fix it for everybody right then and there. And I have a mentality, I've got all these other things that I've got to focus on. So, but yeah, I love trying to help people out and stuff. So, no, thanks for the kind words, Colleen. I bet ChatGPT can help on the removal of old stuff. I mean, I imagine there's going to be a time where you can tell a bot to go clear out every video from this, from the internet from this. Some people would pay good money for that, I'm sure.
No, seriously, that's what I'm pushing for, especially with CoreWare. Obviously, we're a technology company, and Ezra is completely open to using these tools to make them work for you. And my vision, and I think it's his vision as well. I'm not speaking for him, but this is just common sense. You guys will be able to wake up one day and literally talk to your website and tell it what you want that day. Like create a banner for a Glock sale between 12 and 4 p.m. Eastern. And here's what the price is. And I want you to create an email also to send out to the people that have bought Glocks over the past 6 months. That's where we're headed, because it's limitless what you'll be able to do. So, and I know Ezra's completely open to these things, but he's more measured than I am. Me, I would just be out there like a machine gun, trying everything, like, let's do it, but we'd probably destroy the universe. So
Sorry, Joel, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Patrick's comment. I hear that sudo rm -rf asterisk can be effective for removing things.
what's that?
So that's bash language, like for like typing in terminal, like Linux. So that basically remove like everything from where you're at.
So
Removes
everybody,
all
don't
files
do
and
that.
everything.
Please don't do that. No,
Yeah,
one
don't run that.
don't run any of that.
That's like the old Alt F4 trick. I actually
no.
seen somebody get a streamer with that. Just hit Alt F4 and it just like basically restarts your computer when
Oh,
you do
no.
that instantly.
That's hilarious.
Kurt had another one. Sometimes when uploading a product image to coreFORCE and then saving, a completely different image is saved in its place. Example, I upload file nice pic.png and hit save. The save file ends up being cool photo.png. The only thing I can think of is if your images are syncing from CoreStore, Kurt. I think that's a setting in CoreStore that you can choose to ignore pushing images up. Because we're not just, I don't know any other way that it would do that, because we wouldn't be, believe it or not, we don't like to, cause people headaches. I know sometimes it can kind of feel that way, but we definitely don't want to, randomly start putting images on there. Yeah, we'd have to go through support to get that recreated, see what's going on there, because that definitely shouldn't be happening. I don't know where it would be pulling another photo from either, because when you choose the photo, that's the photo that you go, like programmatically, that's not even like in theory possible for it to just randomly choose a photo to push in there. So we'll probably have to get a video for that and everything to see what you're seeing. Mm, look at that. Yeah. Yeah, just send it to support Kurt. Don't email it to me directly because I'm going to be out the rest of the week. I'll make sure somebody gets on that.
Hang on. Where are you going?
I'm having a staycation,
Oh,
so allegedly, at least, I've got a long honeydew list that I've got to get working on. So
gotcha. Yep. I'll be on the road for the rest of the week, I think. Hope to be home by Friday.
sweet.
Anybody have anything else?
Yep, we managed to. Yeah, it's and almost at an hour now.
Yeah, 56 minutes. So, if you guys know, we've got, let's see, what do we have coming up, Colt? We've got the Retail Mastery Series. It's going to be August 7th.
Yep.
We're going to talk about communications within your workplace, how you guys communicate internally, which is magical. I was really excited about it, but, obviously Greg is the CEO of Buying Freedom Group, and something more important came up than our webinar, and he had to just reschedule. So we'll be doing that August 7th. Next week we have, do we have the core store
Core
update?
store. Yep. Oki will be joining us live from the Philippines.
Yeah, so he'll be joining us live from somewhere out there. We don't know if it's the Philippines. What if he's lying to us?
Allegedly. For all I know,
Allegedly.
he could be out in the Bahamas somewhere. We might not see him again. Who knows?
Hey, so quick fun story. When we were in Afghanistan, 2001, we finally got to the point after so many days. We got together and it was one late night when you start talking about crazy stuff. And they're like, you guys know they could have literally dropped us in Arizona and we wouldn't know any different. Because there's nothing out there. It's like you can't, like, where are you? You don't know. So, yeah. Maybe he's in the Philippines. Maybe he's here at Accurate Gun Auctions in Clearwater, Florida. We don't know. So also we have, I'll be doing an AI webinar coming up. Not sure what we'll be talking about, but it will be absolutely interesting. Remember, anytime you're dealing with AI, you have to articulate your intent. That's the secret to everything.
I never sent you that
seriously.
video.
You have to articulate your intent. Real quick story, AI story. After the range and retailer, my aunt lives in Naples, Florida, and she recently had a stroke. And so I went and visited her, and I'm looking around, and she's, asking questions, and, she's older, and they try to do research and stuff. And I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? She's not technological at all, like barely knows how to use her phone, right? And I totally get it. She's not that type of person. By the time I was done, I had gotten her like just an inexpensive iPad and a ChatGPT subscription with a specialist, like neuropathic therapist GPT that I'd created. And she started communicating with it, and it immediately started helping. It was giving her the advice, obviously, that she's getting from her actual neurologist and physical therapist. And it was just a really cool thing. But again, the only reason that was possible is because I was able to articulate my intent. And then you can do magical things. You guys out there can do the same thing. Like you guys had a question about removing, I don't know what we were talking about, and Colleen said maybe we could get ChatGPT to do it. If you can articulate what you want to do, you can do it. Like even people that say I can't do a thing, if you can articulate that thing, well, now you can do it. So anything that you can't do, if you know how to explain that thing, you can do it. And I know I sound like I'm mad or I need to be drug tested, but that's literally the world we live in now. So we'll be talking about some things like that. And go ahead.
Let me jump in with Leo's question real quick. Leo asked, is there a way to make all prices on coreFORCE to automatically round up 99 cents? So yes, but it's an advanced only feature. So I'm gonna pop my show up real quick. So this is it's kind of obscure product pricing rules. So just shift product pricing rules. Again, this is only advanced. And you can come in here and add this and do minimum amount, maximum amount, say $10 and just round up to 99 cents. And you can have multiple of these. So you can set those up to round, and then you can say, okay, so for $500 to $1,000, we're going to round to 98.99, something like that. So you can round up. You can set, however many of those that you want to set up and break down. Because some you might want to do 99 cents, some you might do $9.99, that kind of thing. So just have to remember that when you put those in place, that when you're getting it applies after your markups and everything. So if you start seeing like, hey, why is this at 99 cents when it should be 54 or something like that? Just make sure you remember you put those rules in.
Right
Yeah.
on.
But yeah, other than that, we have shows coming up as well.
Couple shows.
I'll
Goals.
be in the one in Fort Worth for the NBS.
NBS, Nation Best Sports.
Thank you. That's in August.
You dare talk to me like that.
The week of the August 18th is
Right.
when that one is.
And I think the 9th to the 11th or 12th will be the Goals show in Knoxville, Tennessee. We'll have a presence there as well. And also, guys, the way we got into NBS was one of you out there actually vouched for us and got us into that. We're trying to get into the Sports Inc. show. So if any of you out there are part of that buying group and you've got a really good relationship with them, please let me know, and let me know if I can talk to somebody over there about exhibiting at the Sports Inc. show. We would love to start doing that. And again, anything you guys could do for us, we would greatly appreciate in regards to that. So I think we're good, man. We're an hour and 2 minutes and 42 seconds. That's awesome, dude.
Nice.
Are we ready?
We're ready. I think we're
sure?
We'll take it on home.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Let's do it.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you in the next one. If we can do anything for you, please let us know. Thank you so much for just spending your time with us. And hopefully you got something out of it. We will see you next week.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
That's a wrap. We're closing down. Another update's hit the ground. Your store's stronger, faster, tight. coreFORCE keeps you set to fight. More tools, more speed, more power. Yeah, that's what you need. Hold on tight, don't blink, don't stray. Another update's on its way. We'll be back. Just wait and see. More and more upgrades, more victory. 2 weeks out, don't miss a sign. coreFORCE updates, next in line. We'll be back, just wait and see. Now more upgrades, more victory. 2 weeks out, don't miss a sign. coreFORCE updates, next in line. We'll be back, just wait and see. No more upgrades, more victory. 2 weeks out, don't miss a sign. coreFORCE updates, next in line. Yeah, hit that link, stay in tune. We'll be back again real soon. This is coreFORCE built to last. Till next time, full speed, no